to everyone. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to today's international webinar entitled Navigating the Future of Business with AI and ChatGPT. Today, Friday, 29th of November 2024. Firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Wahyu Rejeki, and I am an academic staff in Management Department. Today, I'm the host for this international webinar event. We welcome the Honorable Dr. Joseph Teguh Santoso, the Rector of STEKOM University. This event unites experts and professionals from around the globe to share their insights. We are delighted to have you with us and trust you will find this event informative and inspiring. I am privileged to introduce our keynote speakers. The first one, Dr. Abraham Melkie, the Director of IOA and Assistant Professor of Ethiopian Diaspora Literature, DTU Ethiopia. The second is Mr. Airul Shazwan Norshahimi, the Lecturer of Communication Department, Faculty of Business and Communication, UniMAP Malaysia. The third one is Mr. Migunani, Magister Computer, the Head of Information System Department, STEKOM University, Indonesia. And I extend my warmest regards to all esteemed attendees, and participants. Let us commence this intellectual journey with respect and decorum. Before we commence this international webinar event, I will remind to our participants that today's session is being broadcast live on the STEKOM University YouTube channel, ensuring accessibility to a broader audience. The rundown of this international webinar are: the first, singing the national anthem of Indonesia, and the second is opening speech from Dr. Unang Aklisan. The third is the presentation from the keynote speakers. Each presenter will be allocated approximately 30 minutes to deliver their discourse. And the last one is Q&A session. As we commence our proceeding, let us begin with a moment of reverence and national pride as we honor our country by singing the national anthem of Indonesia. From the operator, you can start the session. The next event is opening speech from Dr. Unang Aklisan as the representative from STEKOM University. For Dr. Unang, the platform is now yours to deliver the opening speech. Your wisdom and guidance are greatly anticipated and appreciated.
Thank you very much, Ms. Wahyu. Ladies and gentlemen, scholars and participants, good afternoon, and welcome to this international webinar event. Instead of our Rector of STEKOM University, who due to unforeseen circumstance could not be here with us today. I believe that the spirit of our university and the commitment to this international webinar event remain unwavering. Today, we are in meaningful dialogue, knowledge sharing, and foster collaboration on title Navigating the Future of Business with AI and ChatGPT. It is an important topic today. Despite this physical distance that separates us, but the digital technology has brought us together in a way that transcends borders with this webinar. I want to thank to all the participants, distinguished speakers, and the organizing committee for your dedication and enthusiasm in making this event a reality. Throughout this webinar, we will have the privilege of hearing from experts and thought leaders who will share these insights, experiences, and expertise on title Navigating the Future of Business with AI and ChatGPT. Please to actively participate, to ask questions, to engage in discussions, and to maximize this valuable opportunity. As we continue today's discussions, let us remember that exchanging ideas and collaborating across borders is essential to finding innovative solutions to global issues. Thank you for your attention. Let us begin this international webinar on title Navigating the Future of Business with AI and ChatGPT. Thank you very much, and time back to Ms. Wahyu. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Unang, for the opening speech. With the opening remark concluded, it is time to move on to the main presentation focal point of today's event. I invite you to welcome warmly Dr. Abraham Melkie, our first presenter, whose expertise promises to illuminate our understanding of the topic. Good afternoon, good morning, or good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, good morning time here in Ethiopia, East Africa.
Yeah.
It's only 10 a.m. in the morning. Thank you very much for inviting me to speak on this important issue. The very integral part of our own life in the coming era. Am I audible, my sister?
Yes. You may
Okay,
start your presentation, sir.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to talk on the future of business with AI and ChatGPT. My view of the future of business, accompanied by AI and
Dr. Abraham, are you still there?
Mungkin yang dari Malaysia dulu, Miss.
Oh, okay. Something happened in Dr. Abraham's side, so we're going to move to. I'm inviting Mr. Airul. Wait a second. I'm going to invite Mr. Airul Shazwan Norshahimi for the first presenter. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Miss Wahyu. Okay.
Yeah.
So
time is yours, sir.
All right. Thank you. So let me share my screen.
Hello.
Hello, sir, Dr. Abraham. We switch the time for presentation, sir. The first one it's going to Mr. Airul first, and you will be in the second one after Mr.
Hello.
Airul. Hello. Hello, sir. Your voice is not clear. Okay, Mr. Airul, you can start. I will talk with Dr. Abraham.
All right, so you can start, Miss Wahyu.
Yes, you can start, sir.
All right. Yeah. So good morning, everyone, to all participants. Okay, in our Zoom meeting and as well through the YouTube. All right. So it's an honor to be here today. Okay. So we are here to discuss on an exciting topic, which is on the navigating the future of business with AI and ChatGPT. Okay. So as we know, okay, so AI or particularly ChatGPT can transform our business practice and how we can leverage with this technology. All right, so before we discuss on our topics today, let me start by asking some big question. Okay, so first, what exactly is AI is all about? And then the second one, okay, why it is important for our business today where we need to use the AI, and how does the AI or maybe the ChatGPT can fit into the pictures or can fit into our businesses. All right, okay. So we're going to discuss, okay. So now we try to understand, okay, what is AI? So AI is referred to the simulating of human intelligence in machine. This means that AI systems are designed to think, to learn, and to make decision making just like a human, from a human, and then we make it, okay, using the human intelligence in a machines. For instance, AI can analyze the patterns, solve the problems, and even interact with us in a natural language, despite of various languages, as we see with the tools like ChatGPT. So after this, we're going to have a look, okay, on the practice how we go use the ChatGPT. So these are the applications of AI in businesses. Basically, we have a lot of application, but I just list the top 3 applications. So the first one is on a data analysis, which is AI helps process and analyze large amount of data quickly. So we can make our time to analyze the data shorter. For example, businesses that use AI to study customer behaviors and predict the market trends will enabling a smarter decision making. And the second application of AI in business is on a customer support. So with the AI powered chatbot, okay, so we use the live chat, the virtual assistant. So there are the example of application of AI in the customer service will provide a 24/7 or all days supports to our customers despite at the midnight in the early of the morning. So they will help to answer the FAQ, frequent asked questions, will troubleshoot the issue and even personalize response, and indirectly they can improve the customer's experience towards our business. And the third one, the application of AI in business is on the automation. So AI can automate the repetitive tasks such as invoicing. Okay, so we purchase products, for example, okay, through e-commerce platform. So that, okay, so that are the and then we're going to get the invoice or the receipt. So that are the example of repetitive tasks. So with application of AI, so it can do the we can focus on the automation, okay, and then on the inventory management and email response. So this usage of AI will increase the efficiency and allows the employees to focus on a strategic word instead of the repetitive words. Okay. All right. So now we discuss on the ChatGPT. So basically, ChatGPT is a large language model developed by the OpenAI. So as you can see on the right of your screen right now, so these are the capabilities of ChatGPT. Basically, ChatGPT have various thousands of capabilities, but in our context, okay, focus on the business. So the 5 capabilities of ChatGPT that we can fully utilize. So the first one, which is on a text generation. For example, we want to do a soft selling. We want to create text generation for hard selling, so that we can use ChatGPT or any AI tools as our tools to improve the productivity or to boost the sale for our business. And then to do a summarization, okay, so we have thousands of bunch of data, so we can use the AI to summarize all the data, all the input that we have, and then we can personalize interaction, as I mentioned just now, okay, so especially in a customer or support services. And then, okay, so with the AI, it can create a creative assistance as well as make a research analysis. So research analysis is very important for decision making, especially in businesses. All right. Okay, so we're moving next, okay, so which is on the benefits of AI in businesses. So AI or artificial intelligence offer a numerous benefit. First, on the efficiency. So it will automate repetitive tasks, which will allowing the business to focus on the strategic goals instead of the repetitive tasks. For example, as we discussed now, which is on the getting an invoice. So this AI we can automate, and then it will increase the efficiency of our businesses. So the second one, which is on the cost saving, okay? So AI will reduce operational costs by minimizing error and manual labor. For example, okay, we take an example, which is we try to design a logo, for example. So by using AI, so we subscribe on AI, so we just spend perhaps $100 per month, which equivalents to $100 per month. But if you use the labor or the designer, for example, maybe we have to spend, for example, $1,000 per month. Okay, so that instead of $1,000, so we can reduce the cost to $100. So it will one of the benefits of AI is it can make our businesses, okay, on the save our cost for our businesses. And then the third one, which is on the innovation. So AI sparks a creativity by offering a fresh ideas or solutions that we can apply to our businesses. And finally, or the last benefits of AI in businesses is to improve the decision making. So with AI or with ChatGPT, businesses can make decisions based on a solid data and a data-driven insight. So these are just a few reasons why companies worldwide are embracing AI in their businesses. Okay, so these are the real world application of AI in the businesses. Okay, so for the first one, which is on the marketing. Okay, so it used for a predictive analytics for targeted ads. Okay, so for example, I take Netflix. Okay, so I think every one of us, okay, so we know Netflix, which is a streaming platform to watch a movie. Okay, so Netflix personalized recommendation. Okay, so Netflix will leverage the AI-driven predictive analytics to analyze user behavior, such as our viewing history, search queries, and rating. So based on this data, it predicts what show or movie a user is likely to enjoy and surface personalized recommendation. Or the other example on the predictive analytic, for example, okay, I take an example which is on the YouTube. Okay, so let's say we used to, for example, we used to listen or we used to watch a marketing video, for example. So with the personalized or predictive analytic with AI, it will recommend the same topic or same genres of videos. Okay, so which is okay. So the next one, the real application of AI in businesses, which is on a finance. Okay, so especially okay on a fraud detection. For example, okay, so we have credit card fraud detection. So banks and payment companies that we have, okay, such as Visa, MasterCard, or perhaps PayPal, they use AI to monitor millions of transactions in the real time. Okay, so these AI systems will analyze patterns in spending behavior and flag suspicious activities such as an unusual transaction in a foreign location or a purchase exceeding typical limit. Okay, so that's why, okay, at times, for example, okay, so we spend our money, okay, so more than our pattern, okay, more than our spending pattern. So at times, maybe the bank will make a phone call to get verification that we spend for that amount. Okay, or right now, okay, for right now, okay, so in so they use AI to get, okay, the credit score for their citizens to apply any financial aid. So this AI, okay, so we're going to filter their spending to get their scoring marks. Okay. All right, so next one, which is on a customer services. Okay, for example, the example of customer services, which is on the chatbot that will give 24/7 or 24 hours support services. Okay, so we take an example, which is Air Asia. So low fare airline. Okay, there are available in the in Asia. Okay, so this Air Asia use the AI chatbot, which is known as a AVA, Asia Virtual All Star, to provide what we call to provide 24/7 or all days customer support across their platform, such as they can use through the website, mobile apps, or maybe use messenger applications such as WhatsApp. So this AVA or AVA, Asia Virtual All Stars, will handle tasks like flight booking, status check, and baggage inquiries in multiple language to a global audience. Can you see my Google Chrome on the Asia page?
Yes, we can see your
All right. Okay.
display.
Thank you, Ms. Wahyu. Okay. All right. So as you can see, okay, so these are the example of the usage of AI in the businesses. Okay. So which is on the chatbot, okay, to a customer services. So they personalize, okay. So the FAQ, so that, okay, so we can improve our efficiency of our businesses. Okay. For example, okay, so right now, as for the information in Malaysia, some of the places, okay, so are having a flight. Okay. So we can see these are the recommended question or recommended info, maybe the users or the flyers. Okay, so they want to know the situation of flood in Kelantan. Okay, so let's try. All right, so it will provide, okay, so the answer. So these are the example of application of AI. Okay. All right, so it can provide, okay, so it personally provide, it's personalized, okay, so we can change, for example, it's personalized to the subject, which is offer, let's say lah, if the flyers, okay, so they can choose, okay, either want to change their flight or they want to cancel their flight. Okay, so these are the example of real world application of AI in businesses. All right, okay, so moving next, okay, so which is on the operation, which is focused on the supply chain optimization. So a logistic company, such as we have DHL, for example, or Alibaba, okay, so they use this AI for logistic and transportation operations to fully utilize the operation of their businesses. Okay, okay, so this what we need to prepare for our future. Okay, so how to dominate, okay, the use of AI in our businesses. So first, we need to familiarize ourselves with the AI tools. So we have various of AI tools. For example, today we are discussing on the ChatGPT, okay, but then we have thousands of AIs that are available in markets nowadays. And then, okay, so second, we need to develop a critical thinking to use these tools effectively. And lastly, we need to stay updated with the trends to remain competitive in this evolving landscape. Okay, so we need to stay updated. All right, so these are the AI tools that are available. Okay, so okay, all right, so these are the tips for us, okay, to in using the AI, okay, in using the ChatGPT in our business. The most important part is, okay, we need to know how and what are the tips, okay, to prompt effectively, because of, okay, so different prompt will give different answer. Okay. All right, so these are the tips. Okay, after this, we're going to have a look, a very simple and quick example. Okay, but then, okay, so we look at on the first tip, which is the first one. Okay, so we need to be clear and specific. For example, okay, so if you want to create a report, okay, instead of we just upload the file or our data and then we create, okay, we just give a prompt, okay, create a report. instead of we do that one, maybe we can say, summarize the sale performance in the Q3 in 5 bullets point. Okay, so that, okay, the ChatGPT will personalize, okay, the output based on our prompt. So we need to be clear and we need to be very specific in prompting to our ChatGPT. All right. Okay. So the second one, which is we need to provide context. So we need to give a details to the to guide the AI. Okay. For example, okay. So right now, okay. So let's say lah, you are conducting your businesses and then you want to make, okay. For example, you want to make, okay, 20% off. Okay. So instead of you are using create an email to promote 20% discount, okay, maybe we can use prompt like, okay, so draft an email for a marketing campaign that are targeting university students for 20% on textbook. So use, okay, a friendly and professional tone. Okay. So in this context, okay, so what we can see, what we can get is, just a second. Okay. Okay, so in this context, okay, so we can see the first prompt, which is create an emails to promote 20% of discount. But then, okay, the second prompt, okay, draft an email for a marketing campaign. So we give, okay, instructions or we provide context to the ChatGPT that this is a marketing campaign that we targeted to the university students. Okay, so if the first prompt, most probably ChatGPT define that we make, okay, a marketing or an emails to a general pupil. We are not focused to a specific group or specific targeted audience. Okay, but we need to provide context. So these are the example. Okay, let me use a pen. Okay, all right. So these are the example that we guide the AI or the ChatGPT. Okay, on a textbook, so that, okay, so we give the clear instruction to the ChatGPT that we're going to promote our textbook, so that ChatGPT know, okay, the what are the output that that the ChatGPT is going to give to us. Okay, all right, and then we give the instruction that we want to use a friendly and professional tone. Okay, so we need to we need to provide the context. Okay, all right, and then the third one, which is we need to define the output format. Okay, so let's say you want to prompt in the ChatGPT, you want to prompt an image. Okay, so you need to give the instruction to the ChatGPT that you need to specify the desired format. Okay, or maybe you want to make it in a bullet point, in a paragraph or table. Okay, so we need to define the output format so that ChatGPT will personalize, okay, based on our output format. Okay, so same goes to this one. Okay, so we personalize. Okay, let's say lah, okay, so summarize the sales performance in Q3. So we are specific in a Q3 in 5 bullet points. So we personalize. Okay, so it's only limited to 5 bullet points. So the ChatGPT or the AI need to comprise in 5 bullet points only. Okay, all right, so moving next, okay, which is on the iterates and refine. This is the fourth tips. Okay, so if the result is not perfect, okay, adjust your prompts and try again. Okay, all right, so if the result, okay, so for example, okay, let us try, which is okay, let me discard. Okay, all right. Okay, let me open my ChatGPT. Okay, so you can see, right, my screen. Okay, so let us try. Okay, so the first prompt, okay, which is generate a SWOT analysis for a small coffee shop. Okay, so we see what is the SWOT analysis. Okay, so it'll bring, okay, the SWOT analysis. Okay, so the strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threat for a businesses of a small coffee shop. Okay, so we get the input. But then, okay, if let's say we are not really satisfied, okay, with the prompts, and we can try again. Let's say we want to personalize, okay, in our context, for example, okay, so STEKOM is at Central Java, okay, so we add, okay, another instruction, which is my location of shop is at Central Java, okay, so we try to get, okay, we try to have a look, okay, all right, so, okay, so this one, okay, you can see, okay, so the strength, so this strength, they personalize, okay, so based on the specific location, okay, so maybe, okay, so we can put, okay, we need to give, okay, a very and specific and clear instruction to the ChatGPT, okay, in order for us to prompt it effectively, okay. All right, so moving next, okay, which is on the test for a feasibility. First of all, I would like to, sorry, because of, I just noticed, okay, so there are some error in these notes, okay, but never mind, I will share back, okay, so the slide with Miss Wahyu, and then maybe all the students, you can get back, okay, so this slide. All right, so test for a feasibility. So in this context, okay, so in this context, you need to ensure that the information that provided in ChatGPT is accurate, okay. I give you an example, okay. So a video from a YouTube, basically the ChatGPT cannot, okay, summarize, okay, so the video from the YouTube. So AI is just a tools, or ChatGPT is just a tools only. But then, okay, so before we just use, okay, from one, we just use, okay, the ChatGPT, directly use, okay, so we need to test on the feasibility, or we need to check, okay, so the information is correct or not, okay. All right, so moving next, so these are the challenges and ethical consideration when you are using the ChatGPT or any AI. So of course, AI is not isn't, okay, without challenges. So one of the major issue is on data privacy. So businesses must ensure customer information, especially customer information, is secure. Okay, so there's no data breach. All right, and then the second one, okay, so another one is on the accuracy of AI generated content. So it's important to double check, okay, the output of the AI or the ChatGPT. Okay, so as I mentioned, okay, so AI is just a tools, okay, so we cannot simply copy and paste, but then we need to check, okay, the accuracy of the output or the prompt. So from an ethical perspective, okay, so we must avoid bias in AI output, and we want to ensure the transparency in how AI is used, okay? So we need to address these challenges proactively. So I think, okay, so that's it from me. Maybe we can open for Q&A session.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Airul, for the presentation. We have 4 questions, but I think we're going to discuss on question and answer session, sir, after the last one speaker.
All right, okay, thank you. So let me start. All right, thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Airul. Next, I invite you to acknowledge our second speaker, Dr. Abraham Melkie, whose contributions are invaluable to the discourse we are engaged in today. Good morning, Dr. Abraham. Are you already in the meeting Zoom? Good morning, sir. I think it's because Dr. Abraham is not in this Zoom meeting yet. We're going to the next speaker. Okay, I invite Mr. Migunani, Magister Computer, as the second speaker, whose contributions are invaluable to the discourse we are engaged in today. Good afternoon, Mr. Migunani.
Good afternoon.
Okay, time is yours, sir.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me to introduce myself. I'm Migunani, lecturer from STEKOM University. I'm the head of the Information System Undergraduate CD program. It is a great honor to be here today as we dive into one of the topic is navigating the future of business with generative AI and ChatGPT. In today's rapidly evolving digital landscape, business are constantly seeking innovative ways to stay competitive, enhance efficiency, and deliver personalized customer experiences. One of the most transformative technology driving this shift is a generative artificial intelligence, or AI. Unlike traditional AI model designed to analyze and predict, generative AI goes a step further by creating entirely new content, whether it's text, image, code, music, or even complex business strategies. Generative AI is a reshaping industry by enabling organizations to automate creative process, optimize decision-making, and unlock unprecedented opportunity for innovation. For marketing and product design to customer service and supply chain management, the integration of generative AI offer business the ability to not only streamline operation, but also redefine how they interact with customer and markets. As we delve into the future of business, understanding and adopting generative AI will be crucial for a company aiming to remain agile and forward-thinking. This new era promises a paradigm shift where creativity and technology converge, empowering business to create value in ways previously unmanageable. By embracing generative AI, business are not just adapting to change, they are driving it. The future belongs to those who can harness this transformative power to innovate, differentiate, and lead in the competitive global market. Thank you for joining, and I look forward to an engaging information session. Okay, thank you. How navigating the future of our business with generative AI? Generative AI refers to a type of artificial intelligence that creates new content such as text, image, video, music, or code based on pattern it has learned from existing data. It uses machine learning model, particularly neural network, to generate output that mimics human-like creativity and reasoning. Generative AI, powered by model like a generative adversarial network or GANs, transformer or GPT, and variational autoencoder (VAE). Generative AI can produce a realistic simulation from writing human-like article to generating art. It is widely used in a field like content creation, design, and natural language processing, enabling advancement in virtual assistants, creative tools, and synthetic media. Generative artificial intelligence have the potential to transform many business sectors. These technologies are changing customer engagement, operational efficiency, and strategic innovation. Generative AI models are streamlining process, improving personalization, enabling predictive analytics, and supporting decision-making in healthcare, finance, retail, and education. Multimodal model will enable generative AI to integrate text, image, and other data types, expanding its use in complex scenarios like medical diagnostics, financial modeling, and virtual training. Since global regulatory framework require a transparent and accountable AI, ethical AI development and data privacy are crucial. Responsible AI policy and practices are being developed by business to ensure compliance and build consumer and stakeholder trust. AI interpretability and explainability improvement will likely increase adoption, especially in high regulated sector, and AI power workforce management automation for Teguh, a collaborative future where AI complements human expertise. Continuous advancement in generative AI will boost productivity, innovation, and market opportunities, transforming industries. ChatGPT, for example, is increasingly used in e-commerce to help customers choose product and make purchases, improving customer satisfaction and retention. Since the models speak multiple languages and dialects, business can serve diverse global clients without the high cost of hiring multilingual support staff. Generative artificial intelligence models like ChatGPT are changing how organizations automate, personalize, and make decisions. Developed from NLP and machine learning, generative AI technology can now create human-like text, like image, code, more, and more, opening up new innovation opportunity for business across industries. ChatGPT and similar model can transform workflow, customer engagement, and data-driven insight at scale as they become more sophisticated. These technologies are helping businesses, especially those in retail, finance, healthcare, and customer service, anticipate customer needs, automate routine processes, and make complex decisions, resulting in unprecedented efficiencies and growth opportunities. This is a generative AI adoption in the worldwide. In 2023 was the year the world discovered generative AI, or the name is Gen AI. In 2024 is the year organization truly began using the refined business value from this technology. In the latest McKinsey Global Survey on AI, 65% of respondents report that their organization are regularly using Gen AI, nearly double the percentage from previous survey just 10 months ago. Respondents' expectation for Gen AI impact remain as high as the way last year, with 3/4 predicting that Gen AI will lead to significant or disruptive change in their industries in the years ahead. Organizations are already seeing material benefit from Gen AI use, reporting both cost decreases and revenue jump in the business unit deploying the technology. This is AI adoption shorts with Gen AI at 2023 until 2024. In 2016 and 2017, the definition for AI adoption was using AI in a core part of the organization business or at scale. In 2018 and 2019, the definition was embedding at least one AI capability in business processes or product. Since 2020, the definition has been that the organization has adopted AI in at least one function. This is for McKinsey Global Survey in AI at February 22 in March 2024. And this is 50% two or more AI adoption worldwide. In 2021, 72 adoption of one or more function. And the next is 50, two or more function of generative AI adoption. And next is 27, three or more function. And the next is 15, four or more function, and 8 for 5 or more function of adoption of AI, especially Gen AI. This is again AI adoption is most common in the function Respondents most often report generative AI adoption in their marketing and sales, product and services, development, and IT function. This is a respondent organization regularly using generative AI by function. For marketing and sales, 34, and product or service development is 23, and the IT is 17. Other corporate function use 16. Service operation use 16. Software engineering use 13. Human resource use 12. Risk use 8. Strategy and corporate finance use 7. And supply chain or inventory management use 6. And manufacturing use 4. This is a cost decrease and revenue increase of Gen AI adoption. After adoption of Gen AI, organizations most often see meaningful cost reduction from generative AI use in HR and revenue increase in supply chain management. For decrease, categorized in 3, decrease by less than 10%, decrease 10% until 19%, and decrease over by 20%. And increase categorized in 3 by over 10%, increase 6 until 10%, and increase by 5%, under 5%. The decrease in the implementation of Gen AI, like marketing and sales, risk, legal and compliance, human resource, product and service development, supply chain and inventory management, service operation, IT, software engineering, and other corporate functions. Cross-sector application and collaborative opportunity use generative AI. For customer support, for example, for the first one, customer support use ChatGPT and generative AI extensively. Generation AI model like ChatGPT are popular for real-time customer support, troubleshooting, and inquiry. By automating common questions or AI-driven chatbot, free up human agents to handle more complex customer issues. E-commerce and retail company use AI chatbot for 24-hour and 7-day customer services, increasing satisfaction and loyalty. AI-powered customer service platform use NLP to understand and respond to customer sentiment, improving the customer experience. The tool enables seamless business-consumer communication and cross-sector customer relation synergy in the collaborative setting. In the next healthcare sector or healthcare field, healthcare is also changing with the generative AI. In initial assessment and triage, ChatGPT provides basic medical information and guidance. AI-driven assistant on telemedicine platform can answer common questions and provide health advice based on patient symptoms, relieving doctors. AI model can also start a therapeutic conversation with patients to help them get mental health help early. In healthcare insurance collaboration, generative AI can assess risk, personalized insurance offering, and streamline claim processing using patient data. As healthcare become data-driven, ChatGPT with big data analytics improve patient needs understanding and service scope and quality. In the next field for implementing the generative AI for finance on the sector of the finance. In the finance, AI enable personalized banking and financial planning. Virtual financial advisor from ChatGPT help with budgeting, investing, and wealth management. AI analyzes financial data to make personalized business and personal recommendation, and generative AI model prevent fraud by analyzing transaction pattern and detecting unusual activity in real time. And then collaboration between cybersecurity firms that use generative AI predictive capability to improve security create financial opportunity. Monitoring user behavior and financial transaction with AI can protect business and financial ecosystem for cyber attack. The next is education. Generational AI and ChatGPT are also changing how students learn and interact with educational content. AI tutoring system target students' strengths and weaknesses. ChatGPT platform make learning more engaging by answering questions, explaining complex concepts, and helping with homework. To prepare students for an AI-enabled world, schools are working with the tech industry to integrate AI-driven tools into their curriculum or curricula. Companies use AI-enabled learning solution to upskill their workforce, creating symbiotic opportunity between education and corporate training. And the next for entertainment and media. Generative AI for entertainment and media improve entertainment and media content creation and engagement. AI model will script, article, and personalized content based on user preference. Generative AI create immersive game, storyline, and dialogues. And generative AI-driven content creation to streamline advertising and promotion for cross-sector entertainment. Targeting specific audience with content increases customer engagement and brand loyalty. This collaboration is crucial because AI-powered content creation can make digital advertising more dynamic and audience responsive. In the next is retail and e-commerce. ChatGPT and generative AI have improved retail and e-commerce customer interaction and shopping experiences. Both help customers find product, answer questions, and make personalized recommendations. Besides improving customer service, generative AI model can analyze purchase behavior and predict trends to help retailer make data-driven inventory and marketing decisions. Generative AI help e-commerce and logistic company forecast demand, optimize delivery routes, and boost supply chain efficiency. Data and results sharing between retail and logistic company improve supply chain responsibility or responsiveness to consumer needs. And the next is real estate. Real estate virtual property tool, customer inquiry, and market trend analysis use generative AI. ChatGPT power system present virtual tool, answer property questions, and describe neighborhood amenities. These skills are useful in a digital-first real estate market where a client expects convenience and transparency for buying real estate. AI streamline mortgage approval and risk assessment, enabling real estate financial partnerships. This cross-sector solution use real estate data and financial analysis to improve buyer and seller experiences and speed decision-making uses generative AI. And the next for logistic and transformation. Generative AI improve logistic and transformation operation and customer service. ChatGPT can answer customer questions about shipment, schedules, and delivery time in the real time. And traffic, weather, and shipment data are analyzed by generative AI to optimize transportation routes. Logistic companies and e-commerce company create integrated platform to improve supply chain efficiency and customer satisfaction. And the next is for manufacturing. ChatGPT and generative AI provide predictive maintenance, quality control, and production optimization in manufacturing. And generative AI model predict equipment failure using sensor and machine data, reducing downtime and enabling proactive maintenance. Real-time product quality monitoring detect defect and ensure quality. Manufacturing and logistic companies can collaborate on inventory and delivery schedules with AI-powered platform, supply chain improve, lowering costs, and increasing productivity. There is a generative AI for manufacturing. In the agriculture, generative AI, ChatGPT, boosts farming productivity. Data-driven AI model for crop monitoring, soil analysis, and pest detection help farmers increase yield and reduce water. Based on the farm condition and climate, ChatGPT apps recommend soil treatment, irrigation, and crop rotation. Agriculture, technology, and the environment collaborate on the climate change. Farmer can avoid crop loss with AI-powered weather prediction tools, and generative AI optimizes food distribution and retail supply chains to reduce waste and speed delivery. This innovation make food system more sustainability, meeting economic and environmental goals. And the next for public and government. ChatGPT platform aid government and public sector citizen engagement, policy analysis, and service delivery. AI model handle public inquiries, answer common questions, provide resource, and improving government accessibility. Policymakers use generative AI to analyze public sentiment, large data set, and policy recommendation. Government, tech company, and a university are developing AI-driven smart city solution. Generative AI can analyze traffic pattern, monitor environmental condition, and optimize energy use to improve infrastructure and quality of life in a city with a smart city. In the sport and fitness sector, performance analysis, fitness training, and fan engagement are changing with ChatGPT and generative AI. AI platform analyze athletes' performance data to create personalized training plan and identify improvement area. ChatGPT system provide real-time score, player stat, and game highlight to satisfy fans. Healthcare and wearable tech company collaborate on sport. AI model analyze wearable fitness data to help athlete train and improve. Media company work with a sport team to immerse fun in action with interaction, AI-powered content. This cross-sector partnership boosts athlete performance and fan satisfaction worldwide. Thank you. This is my presentation. Time is yours for Miss.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Migunani, for the presentation. Due to Dr. Abraham have a bad connection in his place, he cannot join for this international webinar. So we move to question and answer session, sir. We have many questions, and it's because of Mr. Airul also have a meeting right now at the same time. I hope that Mr. Migunani can answer some question from the participants.
Okay, from Rendra, questions maybe. Miss Wahyu.
Yes, from Rendra, Aci, Pratama, and Fani, sir.
Okay, from Rendra questions. Well, AI like ChatGPT improve efficiency, could rely on AI create a paradox where human creativity is stifled? How can organization avoid this pitfall. Reliance on AI, particularly generative AI like ChatGPT, present a potential paradox. While it enhances efficiency and productivity, it could inadvertently stifle human creativity and critical thinking. This paradox arises when organizations overrely on AI for creative and strategic tasks, leading to a decline in human innovation and problem-solving skill. However, there are ways organization can avoid this pitfall while leveraging AI strengths. The first one is promote a human AI collaboration model. And the second one is encourage continuous learning and upskilling. And the next is maintain human oversight and ethical governance, and foster a culture of creativity and innovation. This is for a question from Rendra. And the next for Aji questions. As AI like ChatGPT play an increasing role in decision making, how can we ensure that the decisions they make are not just based on the data pattern, but also reflect human value and sustainability? To ensure the AI system like ChatGPT make decisions that reflect human value and sustainability, organizations and developers must implement strategy that integrate ethical principles, human-centered design, and long-term societal impact into the AI development and deployment process. Here, this can be achieved. The first one is embed ethical framework in AI design. AI systems should be designed with ethical guidelines that prioritize fairness, transparency, accountability, and inclusivity. This can be achieved by value alignment, ensuring the AI is aligned with core human values such as respect for privacy, diversity, and fairness. And the second one is incorporate a human in the loop system. Human oversight ensure that AI decisions are reviewed and proved by people, especially in a sensitive or high-impact scenario. This approach can help maintain and balance between AI efficiency and human judgment. And the third one, use AI for sustainability initiative. AI should be deployed with sustainability in mind, supporting environmental, social, and economic goals. Resource optimization, like implement AI solution that reduce water, conserve energy, and optimize supply chain. And the next question from Pratama. In the context of strategic business planning, how can ChatGPT be used to identify new market opportunity amidst a global economic uncertainty? Are there any significant limitation of AI analytics in this scenario? Using ChatGPT to identify new market opportunity amidst global economic uncertainty. ChatGPT, with its ability to analyze vast amount of information and generate insights, can be a valuable tool for strategic business planning in uncertain economic conditions. Here's how it can be leveraged. The first one is market trend analysis. Real-time trend identification with ChatGPT can quickly analyze new articles, new report, and social media to identify emerging market trend and shift in consumer behaviors. With scenario forecasting, By simulating a different economic scenario, ChatGPT can help business anticipate potential market change and prepare adaptive strategies. And the second one is competitive intelligence. Competitor analysis using ChatGPT can summarize competitor strategy, product launch, and market positioning, helping business identify gaps and opportunity in their own offerings. With SWOT analysis assistant, it can assist compiling strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats from a large volume of external data, enabling more informed strategic planning. And the third one is customer insight generation. By processing customer feedback, review, and social media comment, ChatGPT can provide insight into changing customer preference, helping business adjust their offering. And the next is risk assessment and mitigation. Economic risk analysis, where you using ChatGPT, can evaluate microeconomic indicator and geopolitical risks to help business understand potential threats and devise a contingency plan. In the supply chain vulnerability detection, it can highlight potential vulnerability in a supply chain by analyzing global trade patterns, regulatory change, or natural disaster risks. Okay, this is answer for three questions by Mr. Rendra, Mr. Aji, and Pratama.
Okay.
Thank you.
Will answer one more question, sir? The last one from Miss Fanny, I think.
Miss Fania. Okay.
Yes.
Miss Fani, question: how can business ensure that ChatGPT and AI are used ethically and responsibly? Ensuring ethical and responsible use of ChatGPT and AI in business, as AI technology like ChatGPT become integral to business operation, it is crucial to ensure their use align with ethical standards and responsible practices. Here, a key strategy business can implement for AI ensuring ethical and responsibility use of ChatGPT. The first one is establish clear ethical guidelines. Develop an AI ethic policy, create policy that outline ethical principles, including fairness, transparency, privacy, and accountability, guiding AI usage across the organization. Maybe can adopt industry standard aligned with established framework such as IEEE Global Initiative on AI ethics, on the AU AI Act to ensure compliance with a global ethical standard. And the second one, ensure transparency and explainability. Use AI system that can explain their decision making process in a clear, understandable manner, and allowing a stakeholder to trust the outcome. And the third one is prioritize data privacy and security. Data protection compliant, ensure compliant with regulation, and implement robust data encryption, anonymization, and access control measures, fairness in training data, algorithm, and ensuring equitable treatment across all demographic in group. And the next is implement human oversight and accountability. Human in the loop system integrates human oversight in critical AI-driven decision, particularly in area like hiring, financial, healthcare, and legal matters. Okay, this is an answer for Fanny question. Thank you. Time is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Migunani, for answering the question from the participants. As we near the end of this webinar, let's immortalize this moment with a group photo. Mr. Abdul or Miss Novita, would you mind to help me? Kak Abdul, bantuannya untuk foto grup bersama?
Ya, Pak. Oke. 1, 2, 3. Oke. 1, 2, 3. Oke.
Dan Mr. Abdul?
Done. Yes.
Okay. Thank you all for your participation and enthusiasm. This photo will a cherished moment for our time together. As we conclude this remarkable international webinar, it is time to reflect on the shared knowledge, connection, and valuable insight gained throughout this event. Before we officially close, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to all our distinguished speakers, our diligent organizing team, and all of you enthusiastic participants. Your active engagement, thoughtful question, and diverse perspective have enriched this webinar. Thank you once again for being an integral part of this international webinar. We eagerly look forward to welcoming you to future events where we can continue our journey of learning, collaboration, and positive impact on our interconnected world. Until we meet again, take care, stay inspired, and keep exploring the vast realm of knowledge. Farewell and have a wonderful day. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Migunani. Thank you.